today. We at the ladder. I'm here with my boy Tre Cop.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. We just gonna talk about what it looks like to bet on yourself. Like, what does that mean? What is that? So I'm with a guy who does that often. When you hear that term, bet on yourself, what do you think about, man?
First thing I think of is...
Hold on. My bad.
No,
Who are you?
Oh, man. My name is Tre. I'm Bobby
Tre
C.
Cop!
Yeah, Bobby C. Robert E. Coppage III, if you're trying to...
Trace. That's where we get the Tre from.
That's me. I'm an actor, comedian, educator. I do a lot of things. So, yeah, that's what
Father.
I got. Oh, yeah, I have a kid.
You a pops?
I do have a kid.
Yeah, you got forearm strength.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get a couple of kids, like more than just that one.
More than that. Okay.
Yeah, I want like 11 more. So
See, no, we talked about this off the air. We're not gonna do this. Okay. So back to the question. So if someone said they were gonna bet on themselves, what would you expect when you bet on yourself? Because you've done this.
Yeah.
What did you expect from yourself? What did you go through? How do you get there?
You gotta trust yourself.
Okay.
You gotta know yourself. You gotta believe you. So if you say something, all right. So one thing that makes it very easy for you to bet on yourself is you just start small, right? You do something really small, something really, it might even be insignificant, but make it significant for yourself by just doing it and making it a thing that you actually do, something that you can actually be proud of and something that you stuck to. So after that, you can say, I believe myself when I say that I'm going to do this. I actually probably am going to do it. I probably actually can do it because I've proven to myself that I do the things that I say I'm going to do. So it's like that, like trusting in yourself, man.
Got you. So give me an example. What's something small, like a small step you've taken where you like, okay, if I can do this, then that'll lead me to do these next things.
Do you remember? I don't know if you know this, but I was 300 pounds at one time in my life.
Big fella.
Yeah, I was 300 pounds right now.
Yeah.
They can't see me, but I'm only 212 now. Okay, and so I had to start out with little stuff like I couldn't do push-ups. Okay. I could not do push-ups.
I remember.
I started on my knees. Okay.
So you
doing
baby
push-ups.
steps.
Yeah, you just start off with 5 of them if you can. Then you go up to more. Then you go up to maybe I don't need my knees no more. Maybe I could do 2 of them without my knees.
Yeah.
Then I did the same thing with pull-ups.
Got you.
And it's just start out with small stuff. So once I did those things, I stuck to those things. It made me have the confidence to say yes to certain opportunities when they open up themselves for me. Because it's like, well, if I could do that, then I could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So betting on me who else am I supposed to bet on? Who else? Yeah, that's really what it is.
Yeah, man. I don't think it's a coincidence, right? That most of the people we see successful, especially in the entertainment industry, a lot of these people that we see that have come from nothing, that have made it, like especially later in life, right? They're usually in really great shape.
Yeah.
And what I've discovered, especially because just doing life as a personal trainer, as an athlete, is when you are able to do things with your body that you did not think were possible.
Yes.
It unlocks your vision and your dreams to do things that are not necessarily as physical and a lot less tangible, right? So like you said with pull-ups. Yeah. I remember thinking like, dude, I'm not that heavy. I should be able to do some pull-ups. And I couldn't do a pull-up. And so I had to practice, and I started doing these pull-ups. And I'm like, if I can do a pull-up, then I can write a book. Right? If I can do 10 pull-ups, then I can write a book. Yeah. Because writing books is much easier than doing 10 pull-ups.
Just taking some words and putting them down.
Exactly. What do you think is detrimental for somebody when they bet on themselves? Like, it's a lot of people that want to bet on themselves. I know a lot of people who bet on themselves but end up right back at the same place. Yeah. What do you think kind of is an obstacle to that?
A lot of times people self-sabotage. I mean, we are... A lot of times because of, for whatever reason, we set up to not think that we can or not think that we deserve or not think that, whatever. We don't think it's possible. We don't think that we're worthy of, these things, or I didn't work hard enough, or I need to work harder. But it's like, there are people out here who got way more money than you and work way less hard than you do. And it's like true. The hard work is not the thing, but a lot of times people, they'll make up in their heads a reason why they can't have this or why they can't do that. So if you start off on a mission, you're like, all right, I think I could probably do this. You already done shot yourself in the foot because you're like, I could probably, and it's like, I could probably, but that means that you could probably not too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like when you leave yourself room for an escape, or if you leave yourself room for a plan B, you're going to take it because you have it. Yeah. But if you don't have a way out, then what are you going to do? You're going to face your challenges head on. You don't have a choice, or you're going to die trying.
Yeah.
But when you don't have that type of resolve, it's usually because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that whatever is possible, and you don't believe that you deserve it. So it's like, well, I'm going to do little things here and there to stop me or to slow me down. Or I'm going to say no, to this, or I'm going to use this as an excuse as to why I cannot step any further. Or somebody done made me mad, so today my day was thrown off.
So now I can't do nothing else positive today.
Nothing
day. Else productive today because somebody cut me off at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and then that builds up, right? So it's like, where are you headed? What are you going towards? And it's like, if you believe in yourself, trust yourself, support yourself, love yourself, then it's like, I can trust myself. I could get that done. There's no reason for me to sabotage myself or stop me from doing what I see is right or what I feel is a good thing. Why would I stop myself from experiencing good things? Yeah. But that goes to a whole different, conversation. Like, why would I stop myself from experiencing good things? I know that good things are out here. I know that they are possible, but on purpose, I keep myself away from situations
that put me in position to experience.
Yeah, because you have a choice every day, right? Every moment, every minute, you got a choice to put yourself in a position where you're going to take yourself farther and you're going to say to yourself, thank you later, or you're putting yourself in a position where you're going to be like,
I should have. I could have.
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, like you said, like, when people bet on themselves, the people that are successful don't allow themselves to be comfortable. Right? Because, like, I feel like when you bet on yourself, like you said, you give yourself a way out. Usually that way out is the way that's comfortable. Right? The way that people view as normal. Like, for example, it's like a lot of people say they want to be free, right, from the 9-to-5 grind. They don't want to do that, but they put more energy into doing that than they do on getting free, right?
Yeah, man.
And then, or sometimes even what I've experienced even in my life is sometimes that I have the freedom that I've asked for, and I'm not as productive with that freedom, so that I have to go back to the 9-to-5.
Yeah. And that's being afraid of.
Yes, that's self-sabotage. Because I'm worried that, like, if I do it right, I don't know. I've never seen what that looks like.
Yeah.
Like, I love the ideal of freedom. I love the ideal of betting on myself. I have these great ideals, these great opportunities in my mind, right, that would set us up forever. But because I don't have any tangible... Right, I haven't seen anybody do these things where I'm like, okay, this is that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
these are the steps it takes. That's what it looks like. Where on the other hand, I know people working 9-to-5s right now.
Yeah,
right, like paying their bills, taking care of their family. I see that.
Yeah.
So I leave room for that because I know that I could live that way.
A lot of times you have to be that example for yourself. So when you do those small things. You try to do them in different areas. You try to build up, as much as you can. So, say that one of the goals was to do push-ups. Well, then one of my goals, I want to write more. So it's like maybe every week or so, to be light on myself. Every week or so.
That's a big thing too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we bet on ourselves too early, too often. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you can make a bad bet on yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, you were losing weight. You 300 pounds, it would have been a bad bet for you to be like, next month I want to be 195.
Well, yeah. Unless if I was like trying to get, a sickness.
Hospitalized, get the HIV or something.
It's like, you can get
skinny
it.
You out.
You asked for it.
But I'm saying, like, what happens, I think that's like you're talking about self-sabotage. Yeah. Some people make bad bets on themselves. And then when they don't, when they let themselves down, they're right back in that cycle to where I'm not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm not capable enough. I'm not talented enough.
That's why you prove it to yourself. You show yourself. Well, then when you start reading your resume to yourself, because it's very necessary. In the Bible, it talks a lot about stones of remembrance.
All the time.
Right?
All
so
the time.
It's like one thing that you want to do is remember how it worked for you before. Because it did work for you before.
People forget so easy. Like, that's why I discovered, like, you know, we both in the city, right?
Yeah.
We've seen some people right now that are grown. Like, they our age now. We 26. You 27. Like,
wait, hold on. Like I'm old? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
I'm 26. You 27.
Well, because, like...
Why'd you even have to say my age or anything?
Because you're old. Like, you're old.
We middle age. We, like...
No, you're middle age. I'm still young. So, like I'm saying, like, young people like myself, middle-aged people like you, they've been through so much in their life. They done seen people get killed. They done almost got killed. People on drugs, off drugs, missed rent, been homeless, like, didn't have food, didn't have clothes. And now they went through all this, right? And they're good now. Like, they're good in the sense where they're stable. They have money, got car, they got food. Like, they're in a position where if you looked at their history, you'd be like, there's no way they got there.
Yeah.
But then... when it comes to betting on themselves, they don't remember how many things they've already overcome that prove that they're capable to do those things.
Exactly.
Where do you think that come from? Like, why do we forget?
You know, that is a great question, man. That is a great question. I think it's humanity in general, man. I think it's the way our brains are set up. I think it's the way our minds are set up. It's just a natural thing in this society, I'll say. Mm-hmm. I mean, but... man, you once you surround yourself around a certain energy or a vibration, if you surround yourself around whatever it is, say you're a Christian, so you surround yourself around Christians, you surround yourself around a bunch of believers. If you stick to that, if you stick to staying around these believers and you're listening to this, the Christian station and the Christian programs, and you're reading your word, and if this is what your daily life is looking like, it's kind of difficult for you to just, jump to being a stripper in Vegas. I mean, it's like,
yeah, that'd be a long, like you would struggle.
Right. So it's like, if you set yourself up in those positions where it is difficult for you to get out of it, I'll give you a real life example. Me, I'm the type of person that just dives in. I'm gonna jump in.
100%. Yeah, that's what you do.
I'm in there. So it's like when I told myself that I wanted to act full time, I was working a full time job, and I was like, man, I want to stop doing this because this is taking up my script reading time. So I'm at work reading a script while I'm protecting kids who are in a very dangerous environment. A very dangerous environment, but all I'm worried about is my script.
So you're not doing a lot of protecting.
Yeah, this ain't fair to these kids. Yeah. Most importantly, it's not fair to myself.
Yeah, because you're cheating yourself.
Yeah, and then
because you can't even do a lot of script reading because
I'm
not only is the environment dangerous, the kids are dangerous.
They're very dangerous.
So you gotta
really climb out of windows,
yeah,
and then climb back in windows with stuff. Yeah, man, I don't even trust none of that.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, but anyways, you put yourself... So, I took myself out of that, right? Took myself out of that position, out of that environment, and I put myself where I wanted to be, right? So, it's like, I end up in this place where I want to be. What would make me want to go back? You get what I'm saying? So it's like I really left it alone. I didn't think of it as a loss. I looked at it as I'm really going to let this go because I want to catch something else. I really want to hold on to something. I believe that something else is out there and I actually can have it. So I'm going to try it out. So I stepped out. I asked somebody that works in the field that I wanted to work in, hey, do you know anybody? Do you know any positions? Do you know this? Because what I don't want to do is that. I don't want to be unsafe no more. I can be unsafe, just not like that.
Not like that. That's not the lack of safety I desire.
Yeah, like I like skydiving or bungee jumping.
Yeah, like that.
Regular scary stuff.
Regular scary stuff. Not what did this kid climb back in this window with at 2 a.m?
That wasn't what I wanted to do no more. So I surrounded myself with people who were in the theater like all the time now. I even got to a place where I was able to have access, right? So now I can just walk into this theater or this theater and they know who I am. They know my name. They're happy that I'm there. And this is a pleasant environment for me. Now, for some people working at that place, that is the pleasant environment for them. True. That is what they love. Yeah. That is their passion. Yeah. So they need to get around that. Yeah. It don't make no sense you working over here at Wendy's if you really want to be over here working with these kids who need somebody like you that because I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
So surround yourself with So when you what are you backing up to? What are you backing up for? It's like, it's kind of like you with your basketball, like with your fitness. Like these are things that you care about. These are things that you want to do. You've really cornered yourself, into a place where it's like, these are all good things that I like. These are all good. I remember praying about this 5, 6, 7 years ago, hoping that I could be in this position. Yeah. Now I'm in that position. Why would I say no? Why would I go backwards? Why would I try to? What else am I gonna go to? What? I really got these ideas. You really got these ideas. We really got to make them happen. So that's. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah. So I think, man, like, this is just one of many, right? One of many. We're going to do a lot of more of these. And the concept of betting on yourself is just one that's so important right now. I think there's just a large level of destabilization of all industry, right? Just with the invention of social media and these just various platforms, it's going to become so much easier to gain entry into markets that previously were unenterable. They were impenetrable. Unenterable is not a... Well, Thor said all words are made up. So,
they are.
So unenterable is just as good as enter.
Hey, I'm glad you finally realized that. Your mama teacher.
Yeah, man, my mama. So I think like right now, betting on yourself is gonna be like one of the biggest things you can do. And even if it is a 9-to-5, right? Like we're not knocking that because we know we need people like that. All right, we're business owners. We're gonna need some people that want to clock in and work, right? Yeah. So even if that's what betting on yourself is, you're betting that if you do this job well enough, you can provide the lifestyle you want. I think it's going to become important to do it and believe in yourself because we are past the generation where we allow others to believe in us for us. And that's good enough.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're just past that.
Yeah.
And we're the generation now where if you don't believe in yourself, it's real bad for you. Like it becomes real bad for your health and real bad for you. And like even younger than us is even worse. Younger than us is even worse. So, but I'm excited about this, man. I'm excited about you, all the things you have going on, and I just know that this podcast, this movement, this conversations will be so beneficial not only for us, because I've benefited from listening to you right now, but I think they'll be beneficial for a lot more people, and that excites me, and that reminds me that this is exactly what God has for me. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is who I'm supposed to be with, and this is where I'm supposed to be walking. And so that is, to me, there's nothing more peaceful than being in the will of God. And so I'm excited about that. And I just want to thank you for tuning into The Ladder. This has been a podcast, been an episode, been a vlog, been a movement, been a movie. We had a good time. Love you. See you later.